right. Let's see. I'll let a few people know we're streaming here. Let's make sure we're live. Yep. Okay. Let's get back here. All right, sweet. So, got an arena game here on Lakes. I wasn't going to stream this one, but it's a pretty fun table, so I thought I might as well. Haven't really paid a ton of attention to anything because I was setting up the stream, so let's take a look here. I just started by bidding on Prospectors here because they're definitely not the 40. We got Prospectors, Archivists, Mermaids, Conspirators. Only missing 2 bonus tiles because of Archivists. So let's see, we're missing the Dwelling scoring and Temp Ship. So a little harder to expand early on, but other than that, not super consequential. I'm just going to keep going on Archivists here, or on Prospectors, while I take a look at the setup a little bit more. Let them know I'm streaming. Okay, so let's take a look at starting positions here. So, Brown's probably on D5. All right, AJE, good to know, not age. All right, I'll refer to you as that. I'll probably just refer to you as your faction once we get going here. But yeah, pretty good table. That's why I decided to stream. Got Scoomy, AJE, and Naf. Um, so yeah, okay. So what we were looking at starting spots here. So let's keep taking a look here. Mermaids are traditionally like E4, C6, I think is where they like to start on lakes. Conspirators, C4, either H5. I've had some success like going B7 too as engineers, or even E6. Here, what's so wrong about this, Deranged? I don't think this is too bad of a faction matchup here. None of the terribly broken fan factions. I mean, it's Lakes, but that's Lakes. I really don't mind Lakes that much. I think I still like Prospectors here. But where are we starting? Probably, I mean, D5 seems likely. After that, you can kind of just wait and see where everyone goes, I think, and then place from here. I would kind of want to see where Archivists end up. I think Archivists are pretty clearly the 40 here, and I would imagine by quite a bit. The faction matchup is okay, but yeah, definitely not Lakes. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't mind Lakes. Like, I'd rather play on Lakes than Revised Base, that's for sure. Um, I really hate Revised. Let's see here. So yeah, probably just you start with D5 as Prospectors and then see where everyone else goes. Archivists are a bit tricky. Um, Especially with Prospectors in. I just think a lot of their space can get gobbled up so fast here. And there's no temp ship too, so it's going to be a bit harder to expand early. So I think I would take any of these at quite a big margin over Archivists. They just look pretty tough here. Bonus tiles, it's going to go Spade to Conspirators. Mermaids take probably Worker Power. Although no one's really fighting them on Double Dig, so I suppose you could go maybe like Priest and then take Earth 1 with your favor, something like that, to get this round 1 Earth Spade. Archivists probably get big building, which I guess is pretty nice for them. They do like that. And then prospectors just take 6 coins. Although they could take, actually, prospectors take the cult step here, right? Prospectors take cult step and then get the priest off of air. Mermaids are sneakily worse than you. Yeah, I see. Everyone started their bidding on mermaids, but I think prospectors are better here, and even conspirators. I mean, at this VP margin, I think I would take conspirators um, over mermaids, maybe. You think conspirators seem quite weak here? I think archivists seem the weakest by a fair margin. Um, Conspirators, you probably just open. I mean, the thing is, gray is just not that bad on um, on lakes. Although you probably, if archivists start D4, you probably lose C3 pretty fast. But if archivists start D4, though, the problem is you're going to get boxed in the northwest here, because I don't see you getting out because mermaids are probably going to get to E3 before you can. Like prospectors could beat you to F4 or something. I think this seems pretty miserable for archivists, honestly. Um, so let's see. I mean, round four digs, archivists can actually hit round four digs pretty all right, with this extra worker that they start with. I've seen some pretty good advanced digging games by round four. Conspirators go C4, and then where's their second dwelling? Maybe it's just H5. And then you might get prospectors coming here soon. I guess you probably get mermaids shipping down to H4 before too long. And then you can just make a sanctuary town here. Although it's a bit awkward because you're going to want to make your temple, at least your first temple, on C4. The other thing, I guess, is if C3 gets cut off, do you get G3? I think you probably do. I don't think you lose both of these before you can take one. But yeah, I think brown is just so strong on this map. The other thing is you could start B5. That might be giving archivists a bit too much room. So maybe I actually don't love that. The other thing is you go first here as prospectors, so you could just actually, you know what you do as prospectors here is you start D5 and you dig C3 first action, don't you? Because if you dig C3 first action, then you for sure get B4 and B5. Yeah, that actually seems like it might be the play. AJE jumps to conspirators. Yeah, I don't think conspirators are that bad here, especially because they probably get this section through C4 and F5. Maybe you do just start your second dwelling on B7 because mermaids are probably going to be on C6, and that neighbor would be pretty nice. Yeah, I think, I mean, all these factions honestly are just, I think, at least 10 points better than archivists, possibly even more. Yeah, I think if I end up on prospectors here, I'm starting D5, waiting to see where everyone else goes, and then most likely just digging C3 first action. Secures you a nice town space through here. Get your access to A4, A5, some of this stuff. And then maybe your second dwelling goes on. Man, where do archivists start here? D4 just seems sort of miserable, especially if C3 does get dug. But then it's just so unclear for yellow. I feel like this is another one of those maps, sort of like Fjords, where it was designed a lot with nomads and fakirs in mind, and so these fan faction yellows really struggle. Wow, someone went for Archivist though. Oh, Scoomy went for Archivist. Scoomy's a pretty good Archivist player. Um, I've seen him put up some really good games with Archivist, some of the ones he sent in the Discord. So maybe he'll show me something here, but I think it looks pretty dismal for them, to be completely honest. Yeah, okay, so I'm digging C3 first action. I'm pretty for sure here. That kills one of Scoomy's towns, and it's just going to get me through the center part here. It hurts conspirators. Yeah, I mean this is just bad for everyone else and good for me, I think. I don't know. Out of the auction here, I'm thinking, oh wow, mermaids go E4, H4. I would imagine they would have gone C6 here. Because like you can ship to H4 so quickly from E4, and I'm not really sure what that gives you. And then now to get through to the northeast here, you got to get like D6 or really increase your ship to get like C5, C6. Okay, so archivists go G6. So where does my other dwelling go? Let's think here. So G4. The thing is, I probably beat archivists to F4 and then get G4 myself. And if I say I'm getting around here, then I think I just go F6 here. Yeah, I think F6 is probably my best option because worst case scenario, I just town through this stuff. I'm an archivist enjoyer. That's what I said. Okay, so do the two coins make a difference here as far as if we dig C? So if we dig C3, um, then we will have that'll be 8 coins out of 19, so we'll have 11 left. So yeah, we can still do some stuff. Oh wow. Wait, what got taken that? Oh, I guess the priest is still available, but I think we want the coins still, pretty for sure. And I think the cult step here is worth it. Yeah, the cult step for the priest seems pretty worth it. All right. Let's switch off. I was playing Bullet earlier, so we want always, and I like my animations. Yeah, they're talking about the bonus tell. Yeah, I was pretty for sure that Archivist would get big building, but again, I just like, oh man, and we're gonna get all this leech through the center here, I think. Although I guess maybe conspirators open down on H4, possibly. Scoomy was gonna take priest with prospectors. Yeah, I was thinking about taking priest. If you end up watching this back, but the thing is. If I want a double day early, I think the extra coins are nice just to keep my economy rolling here. Oh, for sure, priest with prospectors. Well, I mean, maybe that was incorrect, but hey, we went with uh, we went with the cult coins. I don't think cult coins are too bad here. I mean, the four extra coins are going to come in handy, right? Depending on what we do. Um, because I'm trying to think what I want the rest of my round to look like here. So, oh man, this seems unfortunate for conspirators now. A lot of their space up here is getting really hemmed in. And now the thing is, I don't think conspirators are going to upgrade on C4, which is a little unfortunate. Because there's no way that that's going to be a town, I don't think. But I mean, it's still fine for us. I'm thinking I still want coins here over like workers. I'm not opening with a temple, obviously, but I think we're gonna go. Hmm. Actually, what do we want to do? That's a good question. I would love to go um, dig B4 and then TP, but I'm a worker short on that. So the question is then, do I just do two TPs or do I do something else? Let's see. Are they all talking about my? I would have done Temple Earth 2 and Priest to Earth with Prospectors and Open Culty. Yeah, that hey, I mean maybe that's a better option than what I'm doing. But we're not doing that. Okay, let's see here. I think I think we'll just go. So if I go, because the other thing I could do is go dwelling, and then TP with the coins action. But the problem with that is then we're building right into a dwelling hole. So I think I'm just gonna upgrade here and maximize my leech. I don't think anyone wants the coins at all. Um, so this seems fine. Although maybe Scoomy does. Maybe Scooby's gonna try and go Stronghold's Temple here with Archivists. Or maybe he's just going Temple. I'm not really sure. Um, I think we can kind of do what we want still if we don't get the coins action this round, so I think it's fine to upgrade here. Man, although does Scoomy want to take coins here? There's definitely a chance he does. He doesn't have a good spot to put single dig. Um, let's take a second and think about this here. I mean, really, I'm only sacrificing one leech. I don't think it's worth the risk of losing coins, which I'm pretty sure I want. Otherwise, I can just have a quick round. Yeah, I'm just gonna upgrade. Just take the extra leech. Okay, now let's see what they were all saying. Oh, for sure, please. No, I want coins. Um, yeah, priest might have been more of a play here. Although Temple for Earth 2, I don't know. I don't think I was really ever thinking about that. Um, I guess that gets me an extra priest, but I don't know if the priest is worth it to Temple this early. Okay, so it turns out it was a good decision to upgrade here. So I'm definitely happy about that. There's a non-zero chance we get coins and workers here, which if we do, will be absolutely fantastic. Um, we really just need a little bit more leech because if we get coins and workers, we can go. We can do quite a bit with coins and workers. We could go dig, build before build B5 and then TP. That would be pretty nice. Open with 3 dwellings and 2 TPs. I feel like that's one of the better prospector openings that you can do. I think we take the coins with the next action. It seems like the coins can't be wrong, especially going into a dwelling round next round. We can use them to build out our dwellings a bit. Now the question is, do I want to build another dwelling this round? Or do I just want to build another TP? I mean, um, since we got the coins action, I wonder if it's better to just TP here. Oh no, okay, so yeah, so we do get both. Okay, so we're going. So this would be 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10, 11. Yeah, okay, this is for sure what we're doing. Man, this is a pretty strong Prospectors opening, I think. We can even town next round if we want, and I think there's a good chance we will want to do that. We're even pretty close to getting the actually there's no way we can get this round one town, is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We would need 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 coins. We're just a couple coins off. Damn. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Actually, if we had placed B5 and known we were going to get this opening, we could have gotten this round one town, which would have been pretty slick. We really are pretty close to this town though. Damn. Just a couple each off. I for sure would have done it. Don't know how good it is, but I would have done it. Okay, so we haven't really been focusing on everyone else. So mermaids go temple 4 dwellings, which is a great opening for them. Scoomy just strongholds and then passes for double dig rounds 2. I would imagine. Yep, that seems fine. He takes coins and priest. So the other thing he could be planning to do is advance his ship pretty quickly, maybe even twice, and try and get like over to D7. So there's a chance that we will want to beat him here, just because that is our connection hex. I mean, I guess we could do some stuff coming like up around here and taking like A8 late, or even not. Doesn't even have to be that late, I guess. But D7 would definitely be nice. Although it would also be nice to invest this priest into the cult for this round 2 bonus and probably just sending it to Earth for those coins. So not entirely sure. We'll just see what Scoomy's up to. If he does something like double digging E3 or G5, then we're probably safe for a little while because he won't be able to advance his ship twice, and there's no temp ship in the game. But yeah, I think this seems like a pretty good opening for prospectors. It's definitely a good economic opening, that's for sure. Okay, so what are our options here? Oh, we can get. So there's a couple good ones. We could take Spade for the priest, and a couple coins. Or we could take TP scoring, which would be probably 4 points. I think we want to save our temple till round three, is my thought here. But if we take two Keytown and send a couple priests to the cults, I still think this is pretty strong. Yeah, let's try that. Does two Keytown make sense? Yeah, I think two Keytown does make some sense here. We can get the 8th spot of Earth with another priest. And then if we take first priest to water here, that pays back pretty all right as well. And we can even try and, I guess we're probably not having the quickest round in the world, but if no one wants this TP scoring going into a temple scoring round, which I feel like there's a good chance it'll be left open, then we can take that. And score a couple points off of it as well. So that seems all right. Let's see, what did everyone do? So Scoomy took coins. Yeah, priest to fire goes, and then conspirators just build a dwelling here. Seems fine for everyone. I think I'm taking the first priest to water. And I mean, honestly, we could even take the first priest to air too. Okay, so I think Scoomy is trying to advance his ship twice. And C5 does get taken. So yeah, so I'm wondering if now we want to ever think about taking like a ship town instead and then just securing D7 for our connection. But then again, I wonder if it's also fine just to take A7, assume that we can get A8 later in the game here, and then we can connect off of like B8, which I don't think is gonna um, be wanted too early. The other thing is E5 might stick around for a little bit here. I think either way we're towning. Yeah, let's go ahead and say that we're towning pretty for sure. And I think we want to town through here. Um, and then what town do we take? Is it the two key town or is it a ship town? Hmm. It seems like either could be pretty good. Ship town lets us get out another dwelling or two, but two key town would be just 4 power, and then we could have a quicker round and pass on to this TP scoring, make sure we secure Earth 1. And then again, I think if we town through here and then get to B8 and then just make sure we take something like A8, I think our connection will still be okay. It's a little less clean than just taking D7 this round, but I'm not sure how much worse it is. And two key town. So what does two key town to get us? Two key town gets us some good cult position. It gets us 2 extra coins here pretty soon. We could even send a priest to fire and get 4 power out of it as well. So the economy seems all right. Um, I'm sort of torn here. I think I'm gonna try it. This could be totally wrong, and I could be absolutely meant to take the um, the ship down here, but I don't know. Tukey Town can never be too wrong, right? Cue me getting last by like 100. Okay, so I think I'll do this. Yep, so Scoomy goes on shipping as we thought. He's going to take D7 and come up through. Although, oh man, the other thing about losing D7, oh, I'm so dumb, is Scoomy's going to get through here before we are, isn't he? He's going to try and town through this stuff. Oh, that was dumb. I sort of totally just forgot that losing D7 also means I'm going to lose C7, B8, and all these hexes. So maybe we are going to want to take E5 at some point here. Or I guess actually the other thing we could do is take G5, right? If we take G5 and get G4, then we're totally fine here as well. Okay, so that actually doesn't seem too terrible. So the other thing is we could try and take this now. So if I advance my ship instead of sending a priest to a cult here, which is 2 coins worse and potentially 2 power or 4 power worse, then I could I'd have not enough to dig and build G5, G4. So that is a bit unfortunate. So I think we do just send this priest off, and I think I'll take the power. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to lose all this space up here, but I'm totally just missing things here. I want to just take G5 before too long. Probably try and get my ship up like maybe next round after my temple, and then dig G5. That seems like a pretty good option as well. For now, though, I think we just take this. Let's see. So maybe there's a chance that we take priest next round in order to advance our ship. Because if we want to advance our ship, build a temple, and build like G5, G4, that would be um, 4 plus 9 for the temple and the ship advance, plus 6 for G5, and then plus 2 for G4. So that's 17 coins. Yeah, that's quite a few. We'll have 7 plus 2 if we get this TP pass tile. So that's 9, and then plus some power income. So I think we'll be a little short of that still. So maybe we just get G5 and then don't build G4 yet. If it comes down to that, we might still be a few coins short of that as well. Little unclear here. I think I might have made some mistakes here in this early game, but that's okay. So we are for sure just passing here for TV scoring, and are we getting any more power? I don't think so. So let's do that. I am regretting, I think I'm for sure regretting this. Um, this two key town a bit. Maybe I won't come late game if I have a pretty good cult game still, but there's a chance that this was totally the wrong decision, and it like very clearly should have been um, the ship town. But hey, live and learn, right? So I think we float the priest here and just secure Earth 1. I think that's still going to be pretty valuable here. I mean, no one's taken a scoring favor yet, so let's see. Does anyone want the priest, really? I don't think so. Oh, we forgot to convert. Let's undo that. We're gonna need all the coins we can get here. Okay, so now if we take priest, and advanced ship, that's 4. So we will have enough to advance ship and then dig and build G5, which I definitely think. I mean, I think connection is still going to be worth it here. Um, I don't know how archivists are, or if they're going to connect. So yeah, so I think we try and do this and just see what happens here. Okay, now I think it's all going to connect. They take E5. Yeah, they're for sure connecting because they're going to take F4 and then they just need like F2. This is a pretty cool archivist line. I definitely didn't see this when I was looking at the auction here. I'm thinking if there's any merit to just not really worrying about connection at all and really just trying to go all in on the culty game here. Because what I'm thinking is like, how many points am I really getting from network? Because archivists are going to have a pretty sick network. Mermaids are ending round 3 with more than like 2 temples, probably 6 dwellings, something like that, which is pretty good. And then conspirators have stronghold temple, 5 dwellings, which is also pretty strong. Um, so I definitely could see an argument for just like sending this first priest to air, building another TP, and then maybe like digging F8. um, and just saying to hell with connecting it all here. But it's kind of unclear to me. I've put myself in a bit of a spot. The other good thing that would have came from taking d7 is that archivists would be pretty stunted by now because they wouldn't have gotten d7 or c8 then. Let's see. So what? Conspirators go stronghold here. Yeah. Okay. They just wanted to switch the favorite tile they were taking. No, they still go water too. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So what are we doing here? What is our life coming to? Unsure. The other line that we could do is just like temple for water one, um, and still send this priest off. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like G5 might hang around here is the other thing. Like that it's not super urgent to take it this round. But again, it's just kind of unclear. Like if we just leave it to next round, will it stay or are archivists just gonna totally kill our connection here? And then I guess the other thing is like who else is sending a priest to air at all? So many questions, so many questions. And I have no idea what to do for. I have no idea what the answer is to any of them. I'm really not sure here. I'm pretty torn. I'm starting to think that maybe advancing my ship is not the option that I should be going with. But then again, it would be so nice to secure my connection here. But then again, does connection even matter? Let's flip a coin. I don't know. I'm gonna advance my ship. Yeah, we're doing it. This might be a terrible decision. You'd be interested in connecting here, deranged? Yeah, the thing that really makes me unsure is I think there's a chance that like I could definitely. I mean, I guess I can burn some workers to build G5 and G4 both this round, which might be worth it because just building one is a dwelling hole. But the other thing is, like these could stick around, right? Like I could have maybe sent my priest to air here or even earth, and then still just gotten these next round. But I was so unsure. It's sort of unclear to me. And I think maybe I do build G4 here this round, just because Archivist could so easily take G4. And my worker production is pretty good, so I think it's okay if I burn a few. Although I guess Archivists aren't going to take G4 like first action next round. They're definitely going for coins. Man, I am not sure. 'Cause the other thing that sending a priest off would have let me do is build another TP. I'm on the TP pass tile. So are we building G4 here? I feel like now that we've gone this connection route, I'm just going to secure it. It pays back a worker, so I don't think it's terrible. Let's see, so yeah, so Archivist pass for coins and priest. Mermaids go ship scoring. No, worker power, okay. And then conspirators, do they have any more actions here? Yep, okay, they're going sanctuary. So they're taking a town. What are they going for? I could see them doing maybe a one key or even like a coin town or something of the sort. Be pretty good for them. They go priest town. Yeah, priest seems pretty good. They probably want to send the first priest to air here. Okay, so we're passing. And I think we take the spade here. It's a spade around. That seems pretty good for us. The other thing I definitely want to start looking at is where is my third town going this round or this game, and do I have one? The most logical spot seems to be like through these later I hexes, but I don't know if I'll have any neighbors ever. So that seems rather tricky. So the answer just might be no, or just two towning, which would be a sad answer for sure. So yeah, okay, so conspirators ended up stealing Earth on us, which is fine, I think. Um, our first priest to air probably gets taken before we can do anything about it, but I'm gonna try here, I think. I'm gonna do this. And then, oh wow, we have digging mermaids. Mermaids go on the exchange track. It seems okay for them. They have quite a few resources. Not a whole ton better to do with it. A whole ton more to do with it, I guess. I think maybe we take water one here too, if we're allowed. Um, Scoomy also goes exchange track. Yeah, so mermaids are gonna have 8 digs here in the dig round. Man, that's pretty good for them. Which means that water one isn't under any threat. So I think I send this priest off first. And then secure water one. And maybe then just pass onto the TP tile again. Scoomy's got 80 points. That is quite a few. Okay. Yeah, I think water one's a good idea here. It also gives us a priest production, which if we're gonna want to play culty, seems like it's not a bad idea. Thank you. We have not been getting much leech here, so I will definitely take that. The thing with them coming, with conspirators coming through E6, though, makes me wonder if they want to get this town and if I should prioritize taking F8. They're the only one without advanced dig, so I don't think it's gonna be happening too quickly here, but I definitely want to keep an eye on it, especially if they try and take A7 or E7. Yeah, F8 does look pretty important. I could dig it this round. I mean, actually, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to dig it this round, but then I can't build a TP. I mean, it's before the TP scoring round, so maybe that's fine. And I guess I have enough coin production from this cult income here that that might be okay still. I also could just like dig this once and not build and just sort of discourage them from even trying to come near it. Yeah, because if I dig this black, they're not going to mess with it at all. Because this TP pass tile is just looking so juicy. How many actions does everyone else have? So mermaids probably have a few more because they want to dig out some of their towns here. Um, conspirators at least have one more, right? They're definitely going to use this swap action. Archivists also have advanced digs, so I imagine they want to finish out this dig round here. So digging this doesn't seem um, too bad. It just avoids a bunch of problems for me down the line. It doesn't produce anything, which is sort of sad. But then I can just quickly pass for TP scoring. Hmm. The other thing is conspirators can much more easily come through. Yeah, they're more likely to go west, like you're saying, deranged. They can much easier go through like D2, E1, F1, and they have neighbors to that whole stretch. Although archivists really want D2, don't they? Oh man, the way I've played this game has just put me in a bit of a pickle. I'm sort of tempted to just pass for TP scoring. And I can build like at least three 8-point TPs next round. Or no, I have no TPs up, don't I? I can build four 8-point TPs next round. I maybe even get the coins action if things go my way. And I mean, I don't think I lose F8 this round, right? That conspirators would have to do so much to try and get through here. And even if they do, in like the absolute worst case scenario, I could bridge town through here and just say I'm only ever getting two towns. And because the worker doesn't produce, I think it's better for me to just pass here. Yeah, I'm just going to pass back onto TP scoring. Now, what I'd really like is some leech. Some leech would be incredible because securing F8 or securing the coins action would be pretty optimal here. Yeah, I don't know about our game. I was really hot on Prospectors starting out here, but I've definitely made it more convoluted with how I've played this. The other thing conspirators could be looking at here is they have both their big buildings built. I mean, why don't they just pass pretty soon here onto the big building tile? That seems really good for them. Their economy is absolutely moving right now. There's not too many more important actions for them to take. I mean, maybe they like hard dig D2. That doesn't seem terrible for them. But other than that, I would be looking to get out of this round pretty quickly as conspirators. Yeah, my points are looking like a bit of a problem too. Um, yeah, they hard dig D2. See, the thing here now, though, is I imagine Scoomy just digs E1, right? Yeah, takes workers and then digs E1. Although I guess AJE can do another hard dig on E1. It is a digs round, and he has an incredible surplus of workers. Yeah, I think he should too. It doesn't like super hurt Scoomy because he can just act five. Yeah, I guess he probably doesn't need double dig again this game. I mean, we're already getting into round five. Yeah, this is when I'd be pretty comfortable um burning past six here. You have a bunch of coins incoming too. So yeah, actually that's for sure what he's gonna do, right? He's just gonna dig E1. That's not like game ending for Scoomy, right? Because he can just dig G1. He'll just need a bridge now. But it's definitely a little less optimal than if he had just gotten D2, because then he could have just came through C1, B1 here as well. So yeah, are we getting any leech here to take Act 4? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it, which is definitely sad. I would have loved one more point of leech here. That would have been incredibly helpful. Everyone else has quite a few points. That's sort of the main thing I'm concerned about is I haven't scored a ton this game. I do have both scoring tiles going into a TP scoring round. I'll get 32 points from TPs. You think there was a case for turning F8 to black? Yeah, the other thing that would have done that I'm just realizing I definitely should have thought of is as I'm sure what you're implying here would have given me Act 4. Um, so yeah, I think that was a mistake, and I don't think anyone was like passing, so it probably was worth it. The sort of passing thought that I would have there is I wonder if Archivists would be tempted to really mess with me by building on it, um, because they have fully advanced digs, but that's probably an edge case in itself. Okay, so what happened here? Mermaids pass on to big building. Conspirators take water two. What did they give back? Fire one. What are they doing that for? They want to step somewhere, I guess. I'm surprised they gave back fire one. I would have given back earth. Oh, I guess you can't give back earth two here. You lose yourself 2 coins just from that, and you go down on the cult. Yeah, so I guess fire one is the only one they could give back. Scoomy is slow digging so that he can secure himself the ship scoring tile. That makes sense. Yeah, Archivists are really close to me here. I mean, the odds that they mess with F8 if I turn it black are probably low enough that it's worth it to do it for the chance of getting Act 4, but unsure. I mean, they do need a fair few digs here still. Like their towns are looking a bit rough. I guess with fully upgraded digging, they just try and get like this town. Hopefully not through E8. I would definitely like E8. Um, but yeah, actually, now that I'm looking at this, Scoomy will want to come down through D9, E8 pretty soon, won't he? And the problem with me securing it next round, yeah, damn, I don't get any more leech. This is really sad. Really sad. Very unfortunate. Don't like it at all. Um, okay, so if we want to build all four of our TPs, that will be 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 coins. We have six more than that now. Um, and could even get a few more. So maybe I do want to dig F8 this round. Yeah, I can get a few more from sending a priest off too, and the digs would give me a few more coins here. So I think let's start with. So let's see. So if I dug this, that'd be 10 coins. I'd have 9 left. but then I would still have some from power. So I think I'm just going to secure my town space and do this, and then start building TPs. I do not usually have a surplus of worker. I guess I passed really early last round and onto the TP pass down, so I have quite a few workers here, which is usually not your surplus as prospectors. Our cult position is looking pretty solid here. We're gonna have to make sure we secure some cults here. So I think my priest this round goes to water for the two priests back. And then we want to aim for two cult wins and probably two second places, which if that happens, oh damn, maybe I should have down converted one. Um, if that ends up happening, I will be pretty happy I took the two key town, because 24 cult points is solid for sure, especially as conspirators or as prospectors. I'm not conspirators. They're talking about if they would have lost water one. Oh man, so Scoomy gets coins now too. Wow, I was so down on Archivist this game, and they have put together a pretty nice game so far. I have to admit, I am impressed. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and I will take all the coins I can get. Yeah, I know. I think you're totally right, Deranged, that archivists are better than people gave them credit for initially. This extra worker is so huge in the early game. And yeah, if you just gave them the cult rewards back, which I think sort of makes no sense that they don't get them, then you have a really good faction. And honestly, yeah, they're really not that bad either way. All right, they've been talking in the chat a lot this game. Yeah, they're still talking about the Earth or the Water One situation. We just do this. So yeah, let's see. We're gonna have quite a few points after this round. We'll have one town coming probably. It unfortunately looks like we're not getting a third town this game. It seems like it would be pretty expensive for us to do that. We'd have to go like down here and build some expensive TPs is I think our only option, and that seems prohibitive. I'm glad that conspirators took this last priest to water. Although, I wonder if they're planning on, I guess they don't have another town, but they could be planning on trying to take water on me. Because they could swap out they could step on water and go water 3, which would be really sad if that happens. I guess then I just make sure I win fire. That's probably what I do in that case. So where are our TPs going? I guess just on G4, G5, or I mean, actually for less leech, probably through like B4, C3. I don't really, because I can probably get D8. I don't necessarily think Scoomy wants that, so although maybe he does for a town through these 4 hexes. I guess, but either way, if he takes this, then I can cheap TP on E8 at 1 point for my town. So that's fine. And now we have tempo on e8, which is nice. I'm pretty happy with this f8 decision this round. What's our passing situation look like for round 6? We're right after Scoomy, who is on ship scoring, and I'll have to advance my ship at least once more, so that would be great to get. It looks like he doesn't have a ton more actions. He definitely has probably build H1 in town for something. He'll definitely want to advance his ship because he's on ship scoring. And then he could just start single worker digging depending on this passing situation to try and stall out. But I'm not sure how much that's going to be worth it for him. Man, everyone else just has so many points, especially conspirators and archivists. I'm just worried I'm not scoring enough this game. I have 12 more from TPs this round, plus 8 from the pass. So, I mean, that is 20 more. So I'll be at like something like 85. What did Scoomy take? He took a worker town, so that makes me think he might want to be stalling this round. The other thing is mermaids don't have a ton more actions, but as soon as mermaids pass, Age is gonna AE is gonna pass on to this big building tile. You think Scoomy wants to build TPs in the TP round? The thing is, there's another TP round right after this. So he could just do that there too. Oh, I said I was going to build TPs up here, didn't I? Oh well, doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, Scoomy wants a third town, you think? So so he probably wants one through here, and then maybe like a bridge town up through these hexes. I mean, the thing is, if he as soon as he builds C2, I probably take A4, um, because I want that hex. Actually, as soon as he advances his ship, maybe I should be building A4. You think he goes east? Yeah, so I think he has a town here through like C8, B9, D8, D9, and then he has this town here, but I don't know where his third one is then. I mean, I guess maybe you could try and come down here. I'm gonna get a neighbor on G7 before too long here now that conspirators built. Okay, so do we force Scoomy to build here? I think that seems good. Yeah, exactly, Deranged. Yeah, that's only 2 towns for him. Yeah, I know, he does have so many points. He was the 40th action, but only by like, I think it was like 25 mermaids, 30 for me, and then I don't remember what conspirators were at, but he didn't have like the biggest points lead. He just scored really efficiently off the pass tiles. I guess which is sort of Archivist's whole thing, right? Yep, definitely still taking a 2-for-1 here. So I think we can pretty comfortably get down to 2 structures. That definitely seems manageable. Or to 3 structures. The question is, are we going to need to get down to 2? Um, Unsure. I think we might not be able to regardless. Okay, so now we can town, since Scoomy built there. And the question is what town? The question is A, do we want a town? And then B, what town would we want? I think towning can't hurt, so I'm just gonna do it. If we're sort of committing to playing culty here, a 8-pointer doesn't seem that bad. We're gonna pretty trivially be able to get down to uh, to 3 structures, and I don't know if we can push for any more than that. It depends how many of our browns stick around here, because we can build one here. Maybe we beat Archivist to like I7, I6. Although they're going to advance ship and probably try and take this pretty quickly. Ugh, Archivists really have gotten in the way here a fair bit. But I also want to sort of secure my cult position. Um, oh wow, Conspirators gave up Earth 2 now. So there is a chance also I could steal that next round. I think Cult Town is going to be the answer here. It just is always pretty solid. Cult Town seems like an easy answer. Yeah, that's what I came to as well, Deranged. Is I mean we want to do well on the Colts this game, so it just can't be that wrong. Everyone's stalling here. That's fine. I think I will at least take one more action and build A4. It doesn't produce a worker, but uh, I think it's a good idea as far as making sure Scoomy, when he advances ship, doesn't get through like A4, A5. Although, I mean, still, like, look how many natural yellows he has left. He has one that he dug. If he digs C1, he has B1, A4, and A5. I was so down on Archivist in the auction here. This is pretty crazy. The other thing that if I end up being the first person to pass here, that isn't too bad for me, is I can pass for 7 coins plus the coins action, which um, is never going to be that wrong, especially if I want to get down to 2 structures. I think I'm going to do this. Just take my natural browns when I can get them. And then I guess we're just looking at a pass. A4 then pass for Act 4 seems fine. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I think, you know, that's what, like 14 coin difference from not passing first, which is worth like some X amount of points, right? Definitely a non-zero amount. And I mean, even that could then help us get down to 2 structures, right? So let's start counting here. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 workers, which I exactly have. And then we need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for the dwellings, plus a ship advance is 18, and then plus maybe 8 coins for the digs, which is 26. Yeah, so actually we can get down to, oh, we can pretty easily get down to 2 structures here, can't we? Oh yeah, okay, so this is actually not bad at all. We have exactly the amount of workers that we need, and we will have one more than the amount of coins that we need once we do this. Yeah, okay, so this seems pretty good, actually. See, and now Scoomy gets left out of the bonus tile race here. Um, which I guess wow, That is so. I guess okay, okay. Well, I'm so dumb. Yeah, because then Scooby just passes and he gets ship scoring. But I am still so surprised he did that. I mean, isn't it so much more worth it to deny a pass tile to archivists and to give yourself two workers instead of three power? Yeah, actually, even so, that is incredibly surprising to me. I mean, to the point that I think that's just gotta be kind of wrong, right? Like, I see no good reason to not just pass here if you're conspirators there. I guess yeah, wow, yeah, I am very surprised about that. Man, look how many points everyone has. 120 points going into a round six TP round with Water 1. I guess you don't really have any TPs to build, but still. It's been a pretty sick conspirators game too. Honestly, everyone's been playing pretty well. I mean, this is a pretty good table, right? So what do you expect? But still. Okay, so now what do we do next? I think our priority is um, to advance our ship and take I-7 if we can get it to get I-7, I-6. Although Scooby already has tempo on that, so and maybe he's not really thinking about it too much. So maybe that isn't super important. The other thing we could do is temple. We would probably want air one here. We also could try and close out one of these cults on conspirators, but I don't think that's going to be worth it more than air one. I mean, I guess it's the same point differential. Can I disrupt AJ's town here? I mean, I could. The question is, do I want to? I'm pretty close on stuff here as far as being able to get down to two structures. So maybe that's just more important. Wow, AJ's banking on being able to get down to two structures for this town, which I guess maybe he gets. Yeah, I think he for sure gets that then. Although the thing about disrupting his town is I can sort of wait and play out my round and see, and then maybe just turn one of these a color if it ends up being important. Um, so maybe my first action is gonna be just to take water. Yeah, that doesn't seem bad at all. And then I can put my last priest maybe to fire to try and win that, and there's a chance that I then get three cults. Oh damn, do we lose air one now because of this? Oh shit, yeah, we might lose air one. If we lose air one, I'll feel a little stupid. Okay, we don't. Um, Question, are we still taking two for ones? I always sort of default to yes. Scoomy doesn't seem that interested in air one here, but just in case, I'm gonna make sure I secure it. I think we still would want to take Leech here. I haven't like super counted out, but I'm just gonna say that we do. Age, I think looking at this round six game state, it's hard for me to believe that Archivist bid was that far off. Scooby might lose, but it's definitely competitive. Yeah, no, I'm totally with him here. I thought Archivist had a miserable looking game, and they've pulled out something that's pretty nice here. I mean, 117 into a round six TP round is pretty nice. Oh, hey Weber, how's it going? Hey, sorry I missed most of the stream. Just back from playing AOI with my local group, tuning in now. Oh, awesome, man. Yeah, I'm jealous. I've my brother has AOI back in my home state, so I haven't been able to play it much lately. But I had such a blast playing it over this winter holiday. I'm super excited for it to come um to BGA here, which I hear is probably pretty soon. Did Archivist open Temple or Strong? They opened Stronghold. Yeah, they went Stronghold. They went just Stronghold. They Stronghold and then passed, and then they didn't even double dig round two, if I'm remembering correctly. They went um no, they might have double dug round two. It was either that or they took a priest or the coins action and then advanced their ship twice. And went they started on G6 and then took like D7, C8, E2. It was one or the other. I can't quite remember which one they did. Yeah, I think they up ships twice. I don't think they double dug because I'm pretty sure Mermaids double dug round two. But I don't remember off the top of my head, honestly. Okay, so do we want to take a priest to a cult here, or should we sort of wait on that? I mean, we're always advancing our ship, so I think I'll just do this and see how the cult situation shakes out. We probably want one of these last priests to fire, so maybe that was the priority option just in case. But I mean, if mermaids take one here, I don't really know. I guess then archivists could take one to try and secure themselves a couple points, or even conspirators to make sure they get a couple points, but that might not happen. Let's see. Um, yeah, so we still got some time here to think about if we want to disrupt this town through I5. I don't know if we do, and I don't know if we'll have the resources to. Let's see. So we up ship already, so now we need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to get down to two structures. And then if we take I7 here, which if Scoomy doesn't take this action, we can get, then we'll only need 4 more coins. So we would have enough to mess with I5. Although he might still then just be able to hard dig it back. You say your instincts lean towards disruption. Yeah, the thing that I'm wondering is we might have just lost this game to conspirators either way. But especially if we end up getting I7 here to where I can just then build I6 um, trivially, it might be the right option. Talking about Gray being pretty strong on likes. I think Gray is pretty strong on likes. This stretch through like D3, F3, G2, H5 is so nice. I've had some crazy games as engineers specifically on lakes. Man, are we ever fourth here? There's a fair chance that we're fourth here, isn't there? That would be really sad. How's everyone's network looking? So Scoomy's getting down to 3 structures. We'll be able to beat him. Mermaids are getting down to 2 structures. Yep, because they can just use their priest to dig. Damn, Scooby does take I7. I think that's probably the correct option. And then conspirators are probably getting down to, yeah, they're definitely getting down to 2 structures. Yeah, we ran into some really strong game plans here. I mean, I guess we have a lot of cult points, and Scoom won't get any network points. So maybe we're beating Archivists. I don't know, but Archivists still have another town coming in. Yeah, this has been yikes. Oh man, wait, actually, is there any chance there's a chance everyone might get down to two structures here. I discounted Scoom, but he's got 8 power. So he can temple TP and then town with enough to dig out a hex. Yeah, dang. We just do not have enough points here, do we? That is really sad. Yeah, I think we might be last. Okay. Putting that aside, now that we lost I7, I think we don't disrupt at the moment because we got to make sure we get down to two structures here. So I think I'm going to take I8 now because I only have two single dig hexes in range. Actually, can we get down to two structures? It actually might be unclear. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have enough to do it if I can find single dig hexes, but I don't know if I have any single dig hexes. I guess the other thing I could do is advance ship and then take C1 and then I have B1. Oh man, if we also lose network here, we're last by like a mile and a half. So I don't want that to happen. Do we have enough to double dig a hex? So double digging would be uh 8 coins. So we need 8. So if we have to double dig, then we're looking at 12 coins for the digs, plus 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 coins. I have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 with this 2 for 1. Okay, so actually maybe I'm fine. Um, yeah, maybe I am fine with double digging here. But yeah, I mean, just look at everyone else's points and look at my points. It's a sad, sad sight. And yeah, I just don't think we have the resources to disrupt this town, unfortunately. And I mean, even if we did, he can just hard dig it and it wouldn't matter. So I'm not going to mess with it. Instead, I will. Although, could there be any merit to disrupting mermaids? Because mermaids have just enough to. Actually, yeah, it might make sense to disrupt mermaids. I'm saying I need to double dig a hex anyways. So why not make it one where mermaids wanted to build? Oh wait, actually, sorry, I want to convert here just in case. Let's undo this. Sorry, sorry. And then let me look at my coin situation real fast and make sure I still have enough to do everything I want. So I need 3, 4, 5, 9 total, and I have 10, so yeah, I'm fine. I'm still just going to convert one in case I find something else I want to use them for. Oh, I'm so dumb. Mermaids can just dig B3 into A2. Okay, so yeah, so they're fine either way, but I did need to double dig a hex, so that was still totally fine. Man, I missed quite a bit this game. I mean, I think everyone just had a good game, which is part of the reason that um, we're not doing so well here. But I also feel like maybe the two. I mean, we're getting a lot of cult points here, right? We're getting probably um, what 8, 16, 24, 28 cult points. So I mean, that's not bad. That is certainly not bad. So maybe the two key town was worth it. And I mean, we had a really strong opening, right? We opened two TPs and three dwellings, which is about one of the better prospector openings you can get, as far as economy. I guess like that economy then not turning into a network win is sad for sure, but you can't do a whole ton better than two structures too. I guess everyone else just scored way more than me. We paid 10 points for prospectors. I mean, that's not terrible. Gray on lakes or brown on lakes is pretty good. So yeah, not quite sure what I was supposed to do here. Besides what I ended up doing. Man, is Scooby gonna try and beat me on air now? That's certainly possible. Actually, yeah, and Age can still HAE can still put back a favor tile and probably win fire if he wanted to. And Scooby can beat me on air either way, so maybe although AJE can beat me on fire either way if he puts priest to fire and then goes up. So I think I just wait and see what they do and do this first. I could be beating mermaids, couldn't I? There's definitely a chance I could be beating mermaids. They have 8 points on me on the pass, so they're at like 129, but then they're only going to get like 2, 4, 6 call points. So they're like 20 points ahead of me. Do I have 20 on them in the Colts? It's pretty close, isn't it? It's definitely pretty close. Okay, so Scoomy takes the priest. Oh, he needed it to build. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention there. He needed it to build his last dwelling. So yeah, so I do lose. No matter what happens, I lose fire. That's sad. Um, I need to build this last dwelling. Damn. Yeah, I guess the one big thing that I didn't get this game right is a third town, and everyone else got three towns. So that's for sure sad. That is for sure sad. We definitely would have liked three towns. So maybe that's the one thing we can sort of look back on and say that was a big reason that we didn't do as well as we thought we were going to here. Yeah, GG Scoom. This was a pretty well played game by everyone, wasn't it? I just did not have enough points here. And oh my gosh, is H gonna get down to? Oh, he is, isn't he? He's gonna get down to one. Man, conspirators are just murdering this game. This is a pretty sick conspirators game. Really well played Archivist game too, Scoom. I think I just do this and still lose. Yeah, okay. Um, it's otherwise you get caught on air. Oh, I see. Yeah. Although he still catches you on air now. Yeah, because you can just swap out the favor tile and then take it. Yeah, I think I'm last here. Yeah, it's 15, 15, 15, 16 Weber, which is I mean pretty sick network game. And super well played conspirators game. I just did not score enough points here as as Prospectors. Holy Toledo, I missed most of this. Are color neighbors on lakes more detrimental than other maps? It definitely can be. Um, I think it depends on the color neighbors. Lakes, you're really susceptible to getting cut off, which didn't happen to anyone this game. And I mean, everyone had pretty good networks. But I mean, I would still say something like green gray on base is worse than most color neighbor matchups on lakes. Yeah, it is crazy that conspirators beat prospectors on lakes and two advanced digging factions for network. So are we last here? Yeah, we're last. Oh no, we beat. Oh wow, so Scoomy, you beat me by one, and then I get Naf by a point. Wow. Oh, damn you, Scoomy. One friggin' point. Wow, this is a pretty close game. 197 points. Oh my lord. What a conspirators game. AJE just absolutely went off. Nice game, man. That was this is a pretty sick game overall. Just from everyone, honestly. This was a really fun game. Really strong economies from everyone. I mean, 15, 15, 15, 16 on network is pretty crazy. Yeah, 197 is an AOI score. Yeah, absolutely, it's an AOI score. That is crazy. So, conspirators were a bit underbid, clearly here, looking at the tape. But I mean, even with bidding a lot, 16 structures is pretty crazy. I was not even, I thought archivists were the one to worry about, like rounds 2 through 4 here. Scoomy just had so many points, but then I guess all of Gray's natural hexes stayed around until really late in the game. They were just easily able to get 3 towns. They won 2 cults. Yeah, but either way, really sick game. Can take a look at some of the stats here. Duran, do you think Gray in a vacuum is best here? I think I would probably agree. Blue can be pretty tough on this map, and then the color neighbors just discounts yellow and brown a few points. Although my sort of instinct was still that prospectors were best here, but maybe it is just gray. You figured, yeah, Scoomy, I absolutely thought. Wait, you thought blue was starting H6. Oh, weird. I thought blue was going to start E4 C6. I was a little surprised to see E4 H4, just because you can reach H4 so quickly. But I guess it did get him the opening of Temple 4 dwellings, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, gray with no disruption. The thing is, gray sort of got disrupted, right? I mean, I dug C3 first action. They would love this center town. Mermaids dug D6 their first action, so they just strand a dwelling up here. I guess, but that's sort of like the only disruption they faced. Um, yeah, like when I've played engineers and I get this center town, it's just like really hard to stop. This is such a strong town. Um, I thought it was a good first move because it hurt um, Archivist a little bit as well, and it just gets me all these grays and yellows up here. But yeah, but either way, I mean, this is just a crazy strong game from AJE. Let's see. So update zoom. No thanks. How did the power action shake out? He did that with 0 coins power actions as well. Another I don't think everyone gets is that conspirators are just as strong. Conspirators are stronger than engineers? Absolutely no way. I have to totally disagree with you there. I think conspirators are good. And I think you were right. I think you were talking in the chat a little bit about the stronghold not being their main thing. I definitely think temple opening is the way you want to go most of the time, just for some free coins, and then Stronghold more in the mid game. But I think Engineers are definitely still stronger than Conspirators. But yeah, while doing that with no coins actions too is pretty great. Scoomy got three of them. I got two. Mermaids got one. Wow, the whole game, the entire game, there were two Spades power actions taken. That's a fan factions game for you, for sure. And I guess we had two advanced digging factions. Um, Wait a second. Conspirators did that with no coins actions and only one Spade power action? That's pretty crazy too, just by itself. Clock check, let's see. Scoomy and Naf, you guys win the clock time. I had a super long clock, but I blame that on streaming. And then let's see. Let's look at the victory points here. So pretty similar off the track. Um, yeah, streaming and playing fast absolutely do not go together. Talking my thoughts out loud, I miss things all the time when I stream as well. Uh, it's hard to keep everything in track. Part of it is that this map is really friendly to gray shipping. Yeah, AJE, I was talking about that earlier too. This stretch here, we'll look at the points breakdown in a second here. But this stretch through like D3, F3, G2, H5 is just so strong for gray. And then even, when they get around to, if they take G3, they can get F5, E6 so fast. And then you were able to get I4 this game, which gets you H7 and G7. So yeah, there are a ton of grays that they can reach, natural grays that they can reach with some shipping. And I guess that is good for conspirators too, right? Because they want to build temples and they get extra coins. So shipping is really good for them. Okay, so yeah, so we all scored pretty similarly off the track. I did really well on favorite tiles, so did Mermaids, Conspirators, uh, Archivists a little bit less. A super great pass tile game by Conspirators as well, and then of course Archivists always do well on the pass, and then yeah, it's just super high scoring towns. The rest of us had to take quite a bit of lower scoring towns, and then the network win, and then him and I tied for the most cult points. Total points scored, Conspirators blow us out of the water. Everyone else was pretty close. Um, that makes a little bit of sense. I thought Archivists were by far the worst here. Ended up not being like, I guess they do score the least amount of points, but taking up the 40, end up being able to get second here. So yeah, back to looking at it based off of what I thought on the auction. I think it turned out pretty okay. Just really undervalued Conspirators here, and then definitely undervalued Archivists a bit. Well, yeah, really fun game. This was one of my favorites I've played in a while. Everyone just had such a strong game. I was glad as soon as I saw the table, I decided to real quick try and get a stream up just because it seemed like a fun one, and it turned out to be. So, cheers, guys! Really fun game. Thanks for tuning in. Catch y'all later.